Can you just so up to this point, fall camp, just a little overview in wide receiver room where it's at this point, how you feeling about it?
Yeah, so excited with the way the group's been working. It's a unique mixture within the room right now. We got some veteran guys with Jacob Gill, Seth Anderson, Caden Weegan. Sam Phillips joined us in the spring, but has played a lot of football. So we got 4 seniors that have continued to progress, have better understanding of what we're doing in year 2 of the system. Appreciated the way they've worked, the way that they've led, and they're continuing to hone in on their skills, which has been really good. And then we got a group of younger guys that are really coming along. You know, we got Reese Vandersea, who played a lot of football for us last year, spent a lot of time in the spring working on releases and separation at the top of the route, and I think that's something that he continued to work through the summer, and it's starting to show up out on the practice field. And then we got a guy like KJ Parker, who's a young guy, was a redshirt for us last year, very dynamic playmaking ability, but continuing to build consistency within the details. And then you got 2 guys with Dayton Howard and Jerry Bowie, who missed a little bit of time on the front end of camp with some injuries, but are getting back into the fold, and those are guys that have played football for us and continuing to mix them in. So really like where the room is at right now, and we got to continue to get better each day.
Do you have any idea, like 1, 2, 3, like what the pecking order looks like at this point, or is that
not yet? No. Really trying to focus on mixing and matching the guys, finding out what they do well, putting them in enough positions so that we can determine as a staff where we want them on specific plays. And formationally, that's what's nice within this system, is there's a lot of variety to it, so you can put guys at different spots. And so right now, finding out their strengths, one guy's competing, the competitiveness within the room is really good. There's a lot of respect for each other, but a lot of competitiveness too. And so right now, just telling guys to go out there and get better each day.
What's your impressions of Sam since he got here?
Sam he's really talented. He's got a great ability to transition after the catch. That's something that we noticed watching film on him before the recruiting process started up, and it's something that he's shown to this point to have. He's got good twitch, his route running, good understanding of coverages, good job with his releases. He's still learning the offense, and because he's only been here since January, so moving him a little bit between the X and the F position, and I think he's done a great job studying it, continuing to look for consistency. And for him, being a veteran guy, one thing that I appreciate about him is he may get it just a little bit wrong on the first rep. He'll come back the next day and get it right once he sees it on tape and we have a chance to talk it. So really pleased with where he's been to this point.
You mentioned KJ, and he was someone that I felt like kind of stood out in the spring open practice. How have you kind of seen him develop and where he's at now?
Yeah, KJ, like I said, he is a very dynamic guy, a really good playmaker. He's got great ball skills, competitive. That part you love about him. Even in the run game, he's competitive. He'll throw it in there. He's not the biggest guy, but he just loves playing the game, and you see that every time he's out there. You see that energy he brings, and for him now, trying to settle him in to one position so he has a chance to learn exactly where he's getting lined up, what the details are within the route tree that we're putting him on primarily, just so he can work to be consistent more each day in and day out.
The true freshman Terrence Smith didn't early enroll, but I mean, how is he kind of this acclimation process? How is that going for him?
It's been a lot of fun having Terrence here. Terrence got here in the summertime. He's getting accustomed to life away from home and transitioning, whether it be some classes that he took in the summertime, the weight room, the workouts, a lot of the feedback that you get back, from Coach Braithwaite and the group down there, just the attentiveness that he has. And that's a big part of it, is as you transition into being a college football player, is there's a lot of moving pieces, and the maturity level to continue to understand time management and scheduling, that part's been big for him. And then on the field, it's been fun to get him some reps. We do a lot of Devo reps, and whether it's walkthroughs or practice out on the field. And one thing that you notice about him is he actually does a great job at the line of scrimmage. He's got a quick twitch to him where he can get some clean releases, and he's still learning though. And so each day is a day that he's going to continue to get better and continue to work and understand the details within the system.
He's one that more of slider build coming in. Have you been trying to get him added weight this summer and stuff like that?
Yeah, it was a short window because he got here probably about the 3rd week in June.
Okay.
And so it was a little bit shorter window, especially with summer workouts. They get a little bit tighter window. It's about 6.5 weeks. So I'm really excited for him to go through a full phase, be able to put some weight on his body and see where he is come 3 months from now, because I think he's got the frame to do so.
Are there any guys like from the end of end of the bowl game last season and now, any guys in particular, you feel like, man, like the strides and growth they've made has just really kind of stood out to you?
I think, like I said, that senior group have been really excited about. Jacob continues to work. That's one thing you appreciate about Jacob Gill is he's going to show up every day with the right mindset. He's a great leader within the room, continuing to get better too within his route running ability. Seth Anderson is a guy who I'm proud of him because he's been proactive. He's took it upon himself in January, knowing that he had missed some time due to some soft tissue injury. He was proactive in his recovery, making sure his body was right, and now he gets through a full spring. We're a week and a half into fall camp, and he's a guy that's out there making plays. He's playing fast, so that's a guy that's jumped quite a bit. And then a guy like Reese Vandersee, who I said last year, playing as a true freshman, he's trying to understand where to be, what to do. And this year, through spring ball, went through some growing pains of, okay, I want to work my releases, I want to work my route development, my top of routes, and you've seen it really start to click for him. So, and the whole group, those are just a few examples, but the whole group has been working really hard, and appreciate that about what they've been doing to this point in camp.